latest drug on the world market is called the YouTube drug. Common in the garden, sage or salvia. Processed like tobacco, you smoke it, it gives you an out-of-the-world experience you've never had before. Some people say it gives you the feeling that parts of your body are dropping off. Powerful stuff. It's actually a legal drug. It's Celadonian maize, it's water. The sap of that is used by homeopathists to burn warts off the body. Got any spare warts, that's the one for you. Holly berries and ivy berries are poisonous to humans, but not to birds. Birds can eat and enjoy a lot of berries that we find poisonous. Granny's bonnet, Aqualegia, I can put in the recreation. Very dangerous for pregnant ladies. Shouldn't handle Aqualegia. Certainly shouldn't eat the root, which looks like a pasta. The border hedge, anybody recognise it? Normally box. Our box took box blight and we had to remove all the box last year from the Alnwick Garden. Box is of course poisonous to farm animals. That's Japanese holly. A slow-growing dwarf holly from Japan. This is a spindle tree, from which we used to make toothpicks and things like that. The berries, when they come, are lethal. Used to poison spearheads. We don't do that anymore. We give up spears. Oh, for months. In the background, what's this? Anybody know? The most poisonous tree in the British Isles. The yew, yes. Often found in a graveyard, a churchyard, which represents a secure place to keep it away from farm animals. Horses, cattle and sheep will eat the yew and kill themselves. But deer can eat it and not be affected by it at all. Humans can eat yew berries, but not the seed within them, so it's hardly worth the risk. From the trimmings, from the foliage of the yew, we make taxotere chemotherapy, widely used in body cancer. Below the yew, this is monkshood, the yellow variety you can see coming out, often called wolfsbane because the root contains a deadly poison called scopolamine, which was often used to kill wolves. They would put a root of that plant in a carcass of lamb and leave it for wolves to eat. And that's where the wolfsbane name, often attributed to that plant, originated. This is dog mercury. Unusual name for a plant. It's nothing to do with dogs or mercury. You'll find it in a woodland setting, poisonous to farm animals, not the humans. This is vinca major, periwinkle. From the leaves of the periwinkle, we make the vincristine chemotherapy for leukemia. 70% of children with leukemia are treated with chemotherapy from that innocuous ground cover, sometimes called sorcerer's violet, which is a plant that witches used to supposedly make a lot of preparation. This is a nasty piece of work. Have a look at this and don't touch it. It stings like a nettle. It can inject the poison into your bloodstream, which makes your skin sensitive to sunlight. And for as long as 3 or 4 years, having been infected by that, every time you go out on a sunny day, you're liable to come back in the original brown blotchy wash. What we call a listed plant, found normally on riverbanks, wasteland. Nasty piece of work. Came from Russia in about 1900. Been a nuisance ever since. It's a biannual. It'll be twice the size next year when it come. Umbrella-shaped flower, white flower on the top. Oxglove leaves are used to make the digoxin drug, the drug that controls the cardiac muscles. If you've got a heart problem, that's the drug you'll be on. Charles Cullen, a poisoner in America in 2006, killed 22 people by overdosing with that. 22 people died before they realized he was a crackpot like that. Come on down. That's hogweed there. Yeah, that's one. Giant hogweed. Solomon seal. Looks like a gallows, must be poisonous, they used to say. We say it looks like asparagus. People often eat it. Affects the respiratory system. Quite a powerful poison. This is meadowsweet, an early source of silicic acid, which is the main component of aspirin. In concentration, silicic acid can kill. Over there, The privet hedge poisons the horses. Don't tie your pony up against the privet hedge. Laurel leaves contain cyanide. Cyanide is present in 70% of plant life, but not in a high concentration. So in normal life it won't affect you or your family. Process it and you've got the lethal poison that killed Hitler, Eva Braun and Mussolini. Each side of the bench, the Tura plant, sometimes called angel strumpet. Very hallucinating, very plant people often used to put people to sleep. Very powerful stuff. Later on we produce a big, in the cage, everybody know what's in the cage? Drug. Another drug we have to have special permission to have. It's a legal drug to grow in this country. Often used as a starter drug for the downward spiral of drug addiction. Skunk from cannabis can be 15% THC, much more powerful than it used to be. Dangerous to experiment with drugs in all anyway. Behind the profusion of green is water hemlock. Found on a riverbank, it's got a root like a parsnip, very, very poisonous. 4 hours after you eat the root, you could be dead. Powerful stuff. Ordinary hemlock's on the right, slightly taller. That takes a lot longer. If you're in a hurry, it's best to go for the water hemlock. On the fence, the old man's beard, clematis, the most common and the most poisonous of all the clematis varieties. Particularly poisonous to horses. Over there in the Peter Catmint. Cannabis for pussycat. Our garden cat used to get a fix on that and get really nasty. Some cats get nasty, some get friendly. It's the same with humans with drugs. In the cage, pukeweed. Chile Indians smoke those leaves. If we were to smoke them, we would find them very, very powerful stuff. Our tobacco is there. The Cochana sylvestris kills more people in the world than all the plants in a poison garden put. Cross between a daffodil and a snowdrop. Daffodils are the most poisonous of all the spring bulb collection, with a snowdrop for quite a good second. This is pulmonaria, lungwort. Put those leaves in a hot tub, put a towel over your head, breathe the fumes in. It'll clear your nasal passages, clear your bronchial tubes, and ruin your liver at the same time. Over there, rosemary oil. Anybody got the rosemary in the garden? Yeah. Rosemary oil is an essential oil used in aromatherapy, but never used on a pregnant lady or a person with high blood pressure or heart problems. Rosemary, they say, for remembrance. If you've got a bad memory, a little sniff of rosemary oil will bring your memory bloody back. They say when the rosemary flourishes, the lady's the boss of the household. Anybody got rosemary that's not growing very well? I'm not going to admit to it. This is bryony, a nasty weed in an English garden. Be careful with the bryony. Don't handle it. Be careful. It's very poisonous. Very invasive, very difficult to get rid of. Bryony. Juniper berries flavoured gin. It's juniper in the gin that makes it be called mother's ruin. Have you heard that expression? If you're a mum-to-be and you don't wish to be that, they say drink a bottle of gin and sit in a hot bath. Nothing happens, but at least you've got the bottle of gin. This is Pepix agnus castus, monk's pepper. The seeds of that used to be sprinkled on monks' cornflakes every morning to stop them having naughty thoughts. But I could never get it to work. So, the famous mandrake is there. Harry Potter fans will know about it. Screaming mandrake. Take it out of the ground and the root, which looks like a human being, screams, and that scream would kill us all stone dead. Slugs love it. Actually, it's a very strong aphrodisiac. Just as strong as Viagra. The slugs go around at high speed when they get on. Common garden ivy on the tunnel, not poison ivy. Poison ivy is peculiar to America only. Over there, buttercups are poisonous to farm animals. In their live state, they won't touch them. They will eat them sparingly in pain. Crab apple pips contain cyanide. If you want to be a poisoner, you need a starter pack for 250,000 of them. Any questions?